I talk a lot about mastering the middle ground and giving up the broken all or nothing approach. And today I thought I'd share a story from a client that perfectly illuminates living this journey. So this client, we've been working together for coming up on about 3 months, and she's lost about 15 pounds. But what's really, really awesome is that she is living the game of mastery. She is living the question of, how do I live aligned with my vision of vitality and master the middle ground and give up the broken all or nothing approach. And how this showed up today in our conversation was she shared about a week and a half ago, on a big birthday, one of her dear friends gifted her with 12 beautiful and delicious macaroons. Now, months ago, prior to our work together, she shared that old her, who was marinating in this all or nothing broken approach, would have had them all. She would have sat down and eaten all 12 macaroons at once and would have immediately felt regret, embarrassment, shame, anger, frustration. And in that process would have felt really, as she was sitting there eating them, she shared she would have felt pretty out of control, like owned by the food. But this new way of being, this new stepping into, how do I master my middle ground? How do I live aligned with my vision of vitality? Instead, in this last week and a half, she has come from those questions. And she chose to have a macaroon one day. She had 2 macaroons another day. She got that the 2 macaroons in one day didn't really work for her. It didn't really leave her feeling great. So she went back to 1 macaroon, and then ultimately she gave a handful of macaroons away to a friend. And this left her with a real sense of pride and self-love, and really getting that beautiful bend, right? Not too strong, not too flexible, mastering her middle ground. And so that really is possible, whether you have been struggling with your weight and with food for a few years or a few decades. I promise you, giving up your all or nothing approach, the broken all or nothing approach that you inherited, and stepping into an inquiry of, how do I master my middle ground, is absolutely something you can do.